Sister Wives star Maddie Brown just shattered the silence, again. After years of calling Meri an abusive human and a monster, she finally reveals the truth she's held back, the forgiveness she found, and the chilling boundaries she refuses to ever break. But why now? Why forgive someone she still won't let near her children? And what dark, unspoken history inside the Brown family made Maddie compare Meri's behavior to circus animals being beaten?
Breakups, about how things
As more
happen
Brown
with the family.
kids come forward, Mykelti, Paedon, Gwendlyn, Christine, each with their own painful truth. Meri remains silent. And that silence, it's becoming louder than ever. Stay with me, because the final twist in Maddie's confession will flip everything you thought you knew about the Brown family dynamic, and the unresolved storm that's still brewing behind the scenes. Maddie Brown reveals how she feels about Meri Brown now, years after calling the Sister Wives star an abusive human and monster. It's been 6 years since Maddie Brown shocked the Sister Wives fandom by tweeting about growing up with an abusive human who was a monster, in regard to her father's then-wife Meri Brown. Over the weekend, Maddie, who is the daughter of Kody and Janelle Brown, revealed her surprising new take on Meri's alleged abusive behavior, and how she currently feels about her. During an Instagram Q&A, Maddie was asked if she ever speaks to Meri, and if the rumors were true that the wet bar enthusiast was quite mean to all you kids growing up. Maddie stated that, despite all that's happened in the past, she now feels forgiveness for Meri, but still doesn't want her around her, or her children. She was extremely harsh, Maddie wrote. She will never be allowed in my children's lives. Though I forgive her. Maddie, who has also openly spoken out against her estranged father Kody and his current wife Robyn, offered some insight on why Meri was allegedly so hard on the Brown family kids growing up. Meri was hard. As an adult, I look back and see that I think a lot of who she is due to her own hurt, which I do believe Kody did contribute to, Maddie wrote, acknowledging that Meri seems to be on her own healing journey, now that she's left her marriage to Kody. Maddie also addressed Sister Wives fans who have defended Meri's alleged behavior toward the kids. A lot of people want to say, oh, she was just strict in chaos, and to that I want to respond, you were not there. You have absolutely no idea what you are talking about, she wrote. Though, I believe Meri has her own hurt, I forgive her and move on. She will never be allowed a relationship with my children. As Sister Wives fans know, Maddie and her family currently live in North Carolina, near her mom Janelle. Maddie's kids have a great relationship with Janelle, as well as with Christine Brown, but have no contact with Meri, Robyn or Kody. Maddie having forgiveness for Meri is relatively new. During a November 2024 episode of her former podcast, Maddie brought up toxic relationships within the Brown family, and told a story about how Meri allegedly tried to punish her, despite Maddie being an adult at the time. I remember I had a conversation with Meri, one of my parents, and she was like, don't worry, you're not in trouble. And I was like, I am an adult, A. B. I'm married. C. I have children. I don't get in trouble, Maddie recalled. What are you gonna do? Spank me and put me in my room? Maddie went on to compare the situation to circus animals being beaten as a way to prevent them from retaliating against their handlers once they are full grown. They used to beat the baby elephant so that when it was big and large and big enough to hurt somebody, it was scared, she said. Isn't that so sad? But, You see that a lot in toxic families and toxic relationships. While Meri has never addressed Madison's claims of abuse, other grown Brown children have discussed the topic, with Christine's kids Paedon and Gwendlyn each claiming that Meri got physical with their sister Mykelti. Meri had moments where she was rude and scary, but I don't remember her getting physical with anyone except for Mykelti, and that was only once. Gwendlyn, who remains close to Meri, wrote on her Patreon in 2023. In a video posted around the same time, Mykelti confirmed that Meri was allegedly abusive to some of the kids in the Brown family. However, she denied that Meri ever got physically violent with her, as Gwen and Paedon have claimed. "I'm speaking on my own personal experiences and opinion of Meri Brown. I don't want to discount my siblings' experience with her, though," she said. "I don't remember Meri ever being physically abusive to me, but she was very emotionally and verbally abusive to all of us when we were younger, until I think we got old enough and she stopped because, I don't know, we were able to fight back or something, I guess. We were just too old for her to continue." In her recently released book Sister Wife, Christine confirmed that Meri's treatment of the kids, particularly Mykelti, was a main reason she ended their friendship years ago. "We followed her rules when she was around to keep the peace, but her rules felt punitive and unfair," Christine wrote in her book about Meri. "I had to make a decision about what was best for me and my family within a family, and it changed our relationship forever." Christine then recalled an incident from years ago when then 8-year-old Mykelti accompanied some of her siblings to the store and was, maybe 10 cents short, when making a candy purchase. "The cashier, who knew us, spotted her the dime," Christine wrote. "No big deal. But Meri's Leon, who was also just a little kid maybe 9, told Meri about it. Meri lost her mind. Meri was mad that Mykelti had embarrassed her in front of the cashier, and that she had embarrassed Leon. She yelled at Mykelti, who couldn't understand what she had done wrong. I couldn't either." As a result of the incident, Christine said her mama bear came roaring, causing her to confront Meri and draw some boundaries regarding her 6 children. At the time, the whole Brown family lived together in one 3-story house in Utah, with Christine's family living in the basement, Janelle's family on the 2nd floor, and Meri and Leon on the 3rd floor. "Don't talk to my kids," I yelled, Christine recalled. "I don't want you near them. I don't want you to come downstairs anymore. Our relationship is done." I know Meri's relationship with Kody was hard, but it wasn't fair for her to take her mess out on my kids, or on me, Christine wrote. "It wasn't safe for us." Meri has yet to respond to Maddie's latest posts. Now I will uncover about. Madison Brown breaks down in tears during Sister Wives, Season 20 premiere over not having a relationship with her dad Kody. "I'm angry." Madison Brown is opening up about her devastation over not having her father, Kody, in her life anymore. During the Season 20 premiere episode of Sister Wives, Maddie, who has been estranged from Kody for several years, got emotional while discussing how she has not yet accepted that she may never have a relationship with Kody, and that he will never be the father she wants. Maddie brought up a conversation she had with her sibling Leon after their brother Garrison's funeral regarding Kody's non-existent relationships with most of his adult kids. Garrison's death showed a lot, Maddie told the cameras, before flashback clips of her conversation with Leon replayed. During that conversation, Maddie spoke about how sad she was that her relationships with the kids that Kody shares with his wife Robyn no longer exist. At the time, Leon also expressed that they would like to have a conversation with Robyn's kids at some point. After the clips, Maddie spoke about her current situation with her father. "You want your dad to show up," Maddie said through tears. "And you want reconciliation. And I know I played a part in our estrangement, but I'm angry. And I'm angry because I'm still trying how to learn how not to be disappointed. I'm still learning how to just see him for who he is," Maddie said, before mentioning that Leon's already come to peace with this. As the Ashley has previously reported, Leon, who shared on social media in June 2022 that they are transgender and use they, them pronouns, revealed they had top surgery in January 2023. Kody and Leon have reportedly not had a relationship since around the time Leon transitioned. "It's really hard because I don't feel like I have come to peace with it," Maddie said. "I'm trying to understand that maybe he didn't know how to show up. He might be hurting." During the season 20 premiere episode, Kody also spoke about his desire to reconcile with his estranged kids. "I would really like to have a better relationship with my children that I had with those ex-wives," he said. "I've literally just compartmentalized the heartbreak. I don't know what to do. I would love healing with every single person I know. I would love with Meri. I would love healing with Janelle. I would love healing with Christine. And of course, all of my children. But I think we're at an impasse here because this healing can only happen on their terms only." This is not the first time Maddie has spoken about her estrangement from Kody. Back in November 2024, she spoke on her podcast, which she no longer records, about why she stopped speaking to her dad. "I have no contact with some of my family and it's because of stuff that has happened," Maddie said. "My dad doesn't have any respect for boundaries, and you have to play by his rules and I just don't care to do that." Maddie went on to accuse her dad of becoming very angry whenever she would try to talk to him about issues going on between them in the past, claiming Kody's reaction was one of the reasons she went no contact with him. "There was a lot of anger and he'd be like, 'That's not true.' And I'm like, 'It is true, I know firsthand,'" Maddie claimed. "I always get messages from people who are like, 'You should just forgive your dad and respect him.' And I'm like, 'I don't think you know what you're talking about because your experience with your dad could be very different than my experience with my dad. Some people just don't deserve to be in your life," Maddie added. Maddie explained that, to her, setting a boundary lets other people know how you expect to be treated, adding that she will not tolerate those who don't respect said boundaries. "If you manipulate me, gaslight me, or you lie to me, I will not tolerate that," she said. During the premiere episode, Kody's wife Robyn stated that she nags Kody about interacting with his other children, but he pushes back. "He tells me to give him space," she said. "Now I will told you." Sister Wives star Kody Brown says she believes ex-husband Kody's relationship with his estranged kids will get better. Things take time. After years of watching her ex-husband Kody Brown continue to have little to no relationship with a number of his adult children, Kody Brown says she's hopeful that with time, things are going to be better. In a new interview with People, the Sister Wives star opened up about Kody's ongoing estrangement from his children, telling the outlet that her ex repairing those relationships within the family is kind of an ongoing story. "I do believe that Kody is a good person and I think that things are going to be better," the mom of 6 said. "I hope that things are going to be better. Things take time. There's a lot of things that we say about each other that we hear, and it's just the nature of it. So we've got some things to work through, I'm sure. As fans of Sister Wives know, Kody is not only estranged from some of his and Christine's children, he's also estranged from a number of the children he shares with ex-wife Janelle, as well as the one child he shares with ex-wife Meri. Kody has seemingly continued to be an active dad to the 5 kids he shares with his only remaining wife, Robyn. Earlier this month, Kody and Christine's son Paedon Brown revealed on TikTok that he has not spoken to his father since the 2024 funeral of his brother Garrison Brown, son of Kody and Janelle. At the time of his death, Garrison, like many of his siblings, was estranged from Kody. Both Janelle and Christine have publicly criticized the way their ex-husband has handled the fractured relationships with his children, with Christine claiming in an interview this month that she won't accept an apology from Kody until he fixes his relationships with his kids. Like, take care of your kids, reach out to your kids, call them, spend time with them and work on that relationship, and then at that point we can talk apology, she told Access Hollywood's Reality Nightcap. It's an action that should happen, not just words. Words don't mean a thing, it's just words. Earlier this month, Meri also slammed her former spouse's subpar parenting, revealing on an episode of the I Do Part 2 podcast that the way Kody parents his children breaks my heart, while insisting that Kody is the reason that many of the relationships with his children remained frayed. He's got children who need him and want to have a relationship with him, and he's not putting in the effort, Meri said. I don't see it. I can't say he's not, but I don't see effort being put in where some of his kids really need it. Despite Kody vowing in season 19 to reconcile with his children before his 56th birthday, which he already celebrated in January, he also claimed that season that he was not going to reach out forever to the children from whom he's estranged, arguing that parent-child relationships should be reciprocal when the children in those relationships happen to be adults. I'm willing to make the effort, but somebody else is going to have to be on the other end of that and make some effort too, Kody said. I'm not going to camp out on somebody's doorstep. Right finger if this story shocked you even a little, hit like, it tells YouTube you want the truth, the show never airs. Right finger comment below, do you think Meri will finally respond, or stay silent forever? Right finger subscribe so you never miss the next breaking update the TLC cameras ignore. Right finger watch next. Dive into the full playlist of hidden scandals, family fractures, and unseen drama the Brown kids are finally exposing. Right finger turn on notifications, because the next revelation from the Brown family could drop any moment, and you'll want to be first to know.